loulous. Allez, c'est parti.
I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you...
Ouais, et bah écoutez. Alors, on va continuer l'histoire. C'est parti. Alors. Soyez bienvenus à compter, partez par le amusez vos attentions, sort stable jusqu'en juin 1252.
Whoa, that should be interesting.
Oh, les petits farfadets. Oh, les briques jaunes. Oh là, la route des briques jaunes. Oh putain. Ah. Oh, ça pète.
Bloody hell, let him out!
Voices.
He gobbled up my gingerbread! Now it's my turn to gobble him! Hands off my hearth, dearie. You wouldn't want me to get cross. Then you open it. Now, who's this? A lost traveler? You're not supposed to be here, sweetie. Why, you're old. Old and pale. But never worry. A bit of butter, a bit of spice, and you'll make a tasty morsel. Just as soon as I catch you.
Putain, il faut que je batte ça en plus.
Smells more vile than a rotting carcass. Careful she doesn't douse you.
C'est quoi ces boss encore là?
Seems you're having a tough go of it, Witcher.
Non, bah non. Putain.
It seems you've won.
wicked witch. You've heard of her, haven't you? Now, where did she put that key?
Listen, how'd you come by a weapon?
It's Prince Charming's. He no longer needs it. Here it is.
Thank you. She'd have begged me for certain if you'd not... Sienna? Is that you?
It's been years, Jack.
Have you come to play?
No, I just want your beans, so you can breathe easy.
Beans? What beans?
Try not to interrupt. Well, Jack, where are they?
Sienna, I'm sorry, but I haven't got them.
Oh, something tells me you're lying. Perhaps you wish to play the old games after all, hmm? This little piggy went to market. This little piggy went home, for instance.
I'm telling the truth. I swear it. Henrietta, she ordered them buried all over so you wouldn't be able to leave.
Where?
I don't know. But Joss, the boy with the thing for wolves, he should know. He sticks his nose in everyone's affairs.
He had better know, because if not, I'll find you and we'll have ourselves a little talk. Understand? Now shoo! Ah, all right. So why is it you're here?
Came to free you.
Nice of you, but a waste of your effort. I plan to free myself.
You might not. Bound to be easier with my help, as our most recent adventure amply showed.
Mm-hmm. Yet I still don't know why you even give a damn.
It's Dettlaff. He's trying to force Anna Henrietta's hand. Wants her to release you. Summoned monsters to attack Beauclair.
Sounds like Dettlaff, all right. But I doubt you came all this way just to bring me up to speed on current events. So get to the point, please.
Isn't it obvious? Offering to be your ally. We both want you out of here. You because you want your freedom back. Me because as soon as you meet with Dettlaff, he'll put an end to the chaos in the city.
You exposed me. I landed in prison because of you. Now you come to beg my help, I dare say. My life is full of surprises, isn't it? But normally I'd tell you to sod off. But, from what you say, folk are dying who have nothing to do with this. Not part of the plan. Dettlaff was only to kill those who deserved it. No one else. Fine, Witcher. I accept your offer. Consider us allies. Shake on it.
Curse of the Black Sun. That's why you were banished, right?
Mm-hmm. Twisted princesses, mutants. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Even met one of you. Renfrey of Creighton.
And? Was she truly monstrous?
She was cruel, that's certain. But what caused it? The curse or what she went through? Asking myself to this day.
You killed her, didn't you?
Had no choice.
Funny. Mum said the same when she tossed me out of the house.
Since you brought it up, the knights Dettlaff killed. What exactly did they do to you? Crespi, Dulac, Lacroix, Peyrac Peyron?
Not a memory I enjoy revisiting, but I suppose you deserve to know. When my parents disowned me, they ordered those very knights to escort me beyond the duchy's borders. All did so without uttering a single word in my defense.
Like you said, they had their orders.
Mm-hmm. But Crespi was not ordered to beat me unconscious with a horsewhip after my first attempt at escape. And Dulac had no instructions to deny me food and abuse me. I learned something then. Knights are not so chivalrous when no one's watching.
That explains a lot.
Shocked, aren't you? You must have thought you had me pegged. Before bothering to hear my side. Everyone does that.
This place. Tell me something more. It's an illusion, right?
Yes, created by Arturius Vigo. Anna, Henrietta, and I would come here to play out scenes from our favorite fables.
Which didn't seem like she was playing.
Magical entropy. Without maintenance, the spell gradually disintegrates over time. It grows wild.
Your sister chose a dangerous place for your prison.
It's deceptive. Provided I don't provoke them, the fairy tale characters don't attack me. But you don't belong here, so you had best be on your watch.
So, what's with the beans? Mind explaining?
Certainly. But you must gird yourself with patience. There are two ways out of this land. My darling sister blocked one when she tossed me in here. The other's up there, in the clouds. She made it hard, but not impossible to access by concealing the beans.
Still don't understand.
Don't fret, just listen. That boy, that was Jack, of Beanstalk fame. You know the tale?
Jack climbed a gigantic beanstalk to a giant's castle, high up in the clouds.
As we shall do if we can just find those blasted beans. There are 3. 1 red, 1 blue, 1 yellow.
Stalk won't sprout from just one?
No, because it must transpire exactly as it did in the tale. Clear now? So we must find Joss. Perhaps he will be able to help us. You lead. Joss can usually be found wandering the glade at the foot of the mount. It's some distance from here, past the witch's house to the right.
Attendez 2 secondes. Hein. Attendez que je fasse pas de bêtises. normalement ça devrait être bon, normalement. Donc je vais faire une dernière sauvegarde du coup. Voilà.
So, what exactly is happening in the city?
Là, je sais pas où on doit aller.
Massacre, which is why we gotta hurry.
Time flows differently in Vegas. We can stay here a week, but outside mere minutes will have passed. Watch out! Pixies!
Not the friendliest pixies I've met.
Put here to protect the Fablesville from intruders. Meaning you. Oh, unicorns! We must catch them. We won't have to walk everywhere then. I call the pink
Oh,
one.
des licornes, carrément.
Exciting, isn't it?
Lol.
Reminds me of my childhood.
Reminds me of something altogether different. Relax, it's over.
No, it's not. There's more. Another wolf behind you. Ignore him. He always lies.
Aha, boy who cried wolf. Still does, I suppose. And doesn't, when they actually appear.
The one and only. Listen, you little chit. Jack said you know what's become of his 3 beans. I don't know anything! Not one thing, and besides, watch out! Wolves!
This'll be interesting. Right, let's get to it. Yellow bean. Don't know a thing about it, right?
It's somewhere very, and I mean very deep. So deep, in fact, it's completely underground. And who has it? A bold farmhand, who in no way and not at all awaits someone. Not in the slightest. Help! Wolves!
Let's say for a minute you know what happened to the red bean. Where wouldn't it be?
For certain, no one swallowed it. Oh no, definitely not that.
Of course not. But say someone didn't. Who would it be that didn't swallow it?
A human. The most humany human in the land of 1,000 fables. Everyone! Wolves! Run!
Bet you haven't heard what happened to the blue bean. Maybe? Not at all? Right?
I've heard it lies about somewhere, out in the open.
Just like that? No one guarding it?
Nobody. 3 times over. Good folk! Wolf!
Say that word one more time and I'll chop you up. Feed you to the fishes. Understood?
All right, we should go.
Watch out for wolves!
Tough to talk to, that one.
Was it, though? You need merely remember he always lies. Or more precisely, reverses the truth.
Where to now?
I'm not sure. We should visit some of the other fables. The meaty ones, that is. Perhaps then Joss's hints will make more sense. It's just a few. Red Riding Hood, piglets and bears, 3 of each. And Goldilocks, of course. Then Longlocks, and a little lass who sells flint.
Fine. Let's get to work. Incredible. You must have loved this place.
I did at first. But children get bored quickly. Even tea parties with a whole cackle of princesses eventually turn dull and routine.
What did you do then?
Dropped a duck egg in the swan's nest once, that sort of thing. Stole the pea out from under the princess. He sleeps to this day, I think. Three stools, 3 beds, 3 bowls.
One a bit too big, the other too small. The third just right.
Cross. Come on, you. Know what? They need names. Don't call mine.
Call mine Roach.
Roach. Serious. Ugh.
Blonde curls. Rest of the body's too mutilated. Hard to say anything.
She got what she deserved, as I see it. Always took what she wanted without asking.
No bean here. Gotta keep looking. Run, Roach. Hello? Can we talk?
Schwumbotsch, my head! Damn it all! I swear that was the last time I drank with Redbeard. Oh, Sienna, a bloody long time it's been. You've changed.
Whereas you, not at all, big bad wolf. Though it seems you've started running with the wrong crowd.
And who should I run with, eh? Thumbelina? One shot and she's under the table. But, what brings you?
Attends 2 secondes, hein.
us.
Oh, what now? Not on your life. I can barely stand, I'm so hungover.
You know what they say about the hair of the dog?
Out of the question. And why must you drink? Do you wish to drown some sorrow? And I don't mean to pry, but you don't look much like a young duchess to me.
They stripped me of my title and birthright, then banished me. A family spat, let's say.
Listen, looking for magic beans. Seen any?
I was given one for safekeeping, but...
Where is it? Talk!
Shh, not so loud.
Oh, I can be much louder than this. And resort to other means of persuasion.
Right there, the threats. Sienna to a T. Listen, I exist to restage a fairy tale. If you want to play at it, I'll be happy to oblige. But it won't be easy. The thing is, Little Red Riding Hoods poked her clogs.
What?
1,000 times they cut my gut open, filled it full of rocks and drowned me in the river. So once you stopped coming, I decided to repay the little imp for all her loving labor. Who now rots at the bottom of the well, she and the hunter, which means we can't play, and I'm under no obligation to talk to you, not about beans, nor anything else. So leave me be. Sod off.
Wolf's pretty cranky.
Surprised? Think about it. He was cast in the role of the Nemesis without ever asking for it. It's a dog's life, I tell you.
So, what now?
Don't worry. I'll play with him. Or rather, play him. I just need that little red hood. The piece of apparel, that is. Not the poor girl's corpse.
That's a relief.
You wish to help me? Here's your chance. Jump in the well and fish it out. Well, chop chop.
All right. Time to jump in the well.
Break a leg. Any luck?
Yep, look what I got.
That would never fit you. Give it to me. How do I look?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Let's go see the big bad wolf.
Let me guess. You'll play the granddaughter.
And you, the hunter.
Voilà, faut que je me batte contre le méchant loup. Putain, j'ai que ça à faire, moi, putain.
You again? I thought I was clear. I will not talk to you if Little Red Riding Hood is not with you.
Not a problem. Sienna can take her place.
What? Very well. It's not as if I can forbid you. Granddaughter, come closer, sweetie.
But, Grandmama, what big eyes you have.
Better to see you with, my dear.
Granny, what big arms you have.
The better to embrace you with, my dear.
And Grandmama, what big teeth you have. Eh?
The better to eat you with, my dear.
Super.
Stench.
J'avoue que c'est stylé de se retaper les...
You're ugly.
Remember what Joss said about the red bean. A human has it, and he definitely didn't swallow it.
Mm-hmm. Gotta open his belly. Bottle caps, fake teeth, a corkscrew. Ah, here it is. Red bean.
Well then, one step closer to our goal.
What?
I find myself wondering if you're just horribly discreet, or if those mutations completely scrubbed away your curiosity. Are you really not interested in what happened? In what became of me after they cast me out?
Well, since you brought it up, I'd gladly hear the rest. Let's see. They'd escorted you out of the duchy.
Yes, and the noble knights of Toussaint, I didn't stop until we reached the Ketdu wilderness. They left me there alone, without a copper, in a torn lace dress, right when the frosts were setting in. They assumed something would eat me, or that I'd do everyone a favor and die of hunger. But as always, I failed to live up to expectations. I wandered the woods for a week, went purple from the cold, gnawed the bark from twigs. Finally, I saw a light among the trees. A campsite. They were bandits, bearded, drunk, spattered with blood. I was sure they'd rape me or kill me, or both.
Take it neither happened?
That's when I learned a robber and a murderer can be a better man than a knight in shining armor. They took me in, we set off for Nazaire, and I did what I could to repay them. I advanced in their ranks rather quickly. Eventually, I became their leader. Of the whole ragged band.
Should have stayed there, maybe.
Perhaps. Perhaps I should have forgotten everything, started a new life. But you know what? There came a point when I thought, you wanted a monster. Then a monster you shall get.
Been through a lot.
I have. And throughout this time, my sister was stomping grapes and shagging minstrels on down bedding.
She wasn't the one to banish you.
And I'm not angry at her for that. I'm angry at her because she forgot about me. Right. We've had our chat. Come.
je prends ma dernière sauvegarde de toute façon. J'ai une sauvegarde et était une fois. Il y a réponse à aller parler. Par contre, faut pas que j'aille parler à la fille qui vend les pierres. Alors, on va parler à réponse.
Move it. Let's go.
So sweet, yet when they damaged her powers, she didn't so much as peek out of the window.
She might not have known. She just couldn't.
And could she also not grant me amnesty? Please. I always grapple at her grave in the past. See it anywhere.
We'll find another way up. This Longlock's tower.
Indeed. It's even taller than I remember.
Wait. What Joss said about the third beam, remember?
In the possession of a bold father, deep beneath the grave. Yes, this must be it. Let's go.
Could pull myself up here, and I'll have to make that jump.
If you say so, I shall wait down here if it's all the same. Climbing's not my strong suit.
Prince's corpse. Tried to free Longlocks, but fell and broke his neck.
Les couilles de ça.
Yellow beam. Here it is. Would have stunk to climb all that way for nothing.
Je vois rien. La caméra, c'est... Quand t'es proche comme ça, la caméra, c'est de la merde.
So?
Got the bean, but long logs. Seems she got sick of waiting for a knight in shining armor.
Can you blame her? Men these days, dandies and fops all.
That why you cozied up to a vampire?
Detlef was a tool, and only a tool.
Too bad he didn't know that.
I trust no one. Learned that long ago. Now it's his turn.
To use him, was that your plan from the start?
No. At first I was simply intrigued. Do you know the story? It was in Matina, a few years past. I'd gone there to pass some loot off to a fence I know. We were hashing out the terms when in walked Detlef. He said he'd come to sell a silver candlestick. He gripped it through a cloth. That caught my eye. I followed him out, observed him from a distance, but he caught on quickly.
Yeah, superhuman senses will do that.
He turned down a blind alley. I followed. He jumped out from behind a crate, baring his teeth. I suppose he'd wanted to frighten me. Alas, he didn't in the least. After all, I'm a monster too, am I not?
A higher vampire and you were unimpressed? Don't know if that's brave or just plain foolish.
I've always had a way with ostensibly dangerous, quiet types.
That's supposed to be about me too?
Ugh, bother, I hate to disappoint you, Geralt, but your belly button is not the center of the known world. Though, you do remind me of him a bit. Stifling all emotions inside you. Ever feigning indifference. You see, when I met Detlef, somehow I knew, call it intuition, that he meant me no harm, that he was trying to frighten me off, for he too was scared. Now do you understand?
I guess. What happened then?
We talked, then met up once, twice, 3 times, enough that he became infatuated. I truly enjoyed it at first, but only at first. He did not love like a man, but like an animal, madly, deeply, unconditionally, wildly. To return such a feeling, anyone would be hard-pressed, let alone someone as twisted as I am.
So there came a day you just up and disappeared.
Yes, there was no other way. Let's just be friends, or I don't deserve you. He'd never have understood that sort of thing. But then, once I decided to return, clean up some old affairs, I remembered him and concluded he could still be of use.
Playing with fire, that.
Definitely. And either I'll get burned or I'll burn all else down. No other options.
Got a history with Detlef now, so this meeting will be different. Not afraid?
I can handle him.
Mm-hmm. Sure about that?
You look at him as a witcher and see a monster. I know what he's really like. You needn't worry. It's time to go. Just a bit more work and we'll be able to say sod off to this fecking fable sphere.
Bon, bah il ne reste plus qu'à aller voir les 3 petits cochons. Hein. Désolé si je dois tuer les 3 petits cochons. Désolé pour ceux qui aimaient bien l'histoire des 3 petits cochons. Je suis désolé pour vous.
Watch out! Pixies!
Non, mais c'est bon, vous inquiétez pas.
The Emperor of Nilfgaard. He's come out to show us. Oh, the three little pig songs. Story, don't you? He's afraid of the
Looks like Big Man's already blown down the houses of straw and sticks. Rick's the only one left.
We should look inside. Remember Joss's words?
One being lies out in the open, guarded by three nobodies. That could be it.
Il est résistant, 3000 de dégâts. Oh.
Big Bad Witcher huffed and puffed, and look, got a beam.
It cannot be.
What cannot be?
You actually have a sense of humor.
Why so shocked?
Well, when you arrived, all you did was pout and mumble things in that graphily monotone. And now this. A jest. And a good one at that. But here we are chatting away when there's work to do. The beans won't plant themselves, you know. Now we must plant them by the
Alors,
path near Longlock's tower.
Je me demande si je fais une sauvegarde ici
You like it here?
pour la prochaine fois,
Got a
si ça
problem
compte ou
with
pas.
magic in general. Illusions, portals, all that. Don't trust any of it.
A bow of
Parce qu'à la
old-fashioned
base, en
taste,
fait,
eh?
je dois me retrouver en prison. Donc du coup, ce que je dois faire, voilà, je dois planter les haricots sans aller parler à la jeune fille là, le dernier truc facultatif. Il faut pas que je le fasse. Voilà. Mais pour la mauvaise fin, en fait, pour que je finisse en prison. Voilà. Et en fait, il faudra que je revienne, donc du coup, planter les 3 haricots. Et parler à la jeune fille, il y a un ruban à acheter. Et là, j'aurai la fin. Désolé, j'ai regardé un peu sur internet, mais malheureusement, j'ai pas trop le choix. Voilà, je voulais éviter de faire les 2 fins tout de suite, ça sera fait. Donc voilà. Donc je vais faire une sauvegarde ici au cas où.
Right, this is the spot. Pull out the beans.
Not good.
Wait.
Why?
This stalk will sprout abruptly, very abruptly. We must be careful. All right, toss them!
Something's always gotta go wrong.
The home stretch.
Incredible.
Admire the view later. First, we must deal with... him.
Ouais, super, ça il me l'avait pas dit, hein. Je fais quoi? Ah oui! Si, j'ai appris quelque chose sur lui, il se bat comme...
That stench. Normalement, on peut le tuer comme l'autre, je crois. Ah, faut réussir à passer à travers sa grille, c'est pas évident. Yeah, good job, man. Ça c'est beau, ça. For a fairy tale creature, that was one tough son of a wench.
I told you this land had gone ape mad, though I did not expect it to be so severe.
Can't help thinking you might have done that on purpose.
Why ever would I have?
To get rid of your guard, your captor. Getting close to the exit at this point. Probably think you don't need me anymore.
Well, you're wrong. You still stand to be quite useful to me.
That so? How? Plan to use me like you did Deadloff?
No, I need you for a purpose far simpler. Now don't just stand there and stare. I need a man, Geralt, and I'm not afraid to say it. I have no idea what awaits me once we leave this place. Treat it as my last wish.
Et c'est parti.
Just gonna go our separate ways? No parting words?
Did you wish to tell me something?
Actually, that'd probably be best.
Oh my. No woman's ever treated you this way.
Not that I recall, no.
In that case, at last you felt what so many women in this world feel at times.
I just hope this tale has a happy ending. For me, for you, for everyone.
That may very well depend on you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing beyond what you heard. For now. Come. The exit's this way.
Will-o'-the-wisp. I think it's got something to show us.
Careful. It's not to be trusted.
Just curious. Why do you want the Heart of Toussaint and the ducal wine?
They were my right. My due.
Doubt we would have figured you out if you hadn't tried to get them. Know that, don't you?
I do. I regret nothing. One lives but once. Here, we need but jump into the well.
Portals in a fountain? Not terribly practical.
It was a secret passage. Henriette and I would use it to...
Hide from your governess, which luckily she noted down in her diary, thus I knew where to await you. Never mind that. Has the young lady agreed to help clean up the mess she's made?
She has. And stop treating me as if I were a child.
Would you prefer I treated you like the lying manipulator you are?
Calm down, both of you.
But
No buts. Let's go. Really want to be done with this. nice place.
Isn't it? Offers a lovely view of the valley. On a clear day, you can see the outlines of Duntine.
Is it, though? A ruin like any other, I think.
So sensitive. So aware. Honestly, what did Detlef ever see in you?
Perhaps he'll tell you himself.
You nervous?
Mm-hmm. It's always a bit nerve-wracking meeting an ex. Especially so when said ex is a vampire.
I doubt he'll be in the mood for jests.
I know. May I be honest? Yes, I'm nervous. I really would prefer just to run off. I gave my word I would help, I know. But how much is that worth? Yet I owe him this meeting. And that is that.
Let's get ready. Detlef will be here any moment now.
Sienna, I have a question I must ask you. Did you truly feign it all? That which bound us was a ruse?
Je préviens tout de suite que ça sent la merde pour moi. Hein. À mon avis...
It's very simple. You either deceived me or not. In forgiving you, I grieve. For now, we must part. A shame.
Sienna!
What did you do? What I had to do. What she deserved. Beauclair will know peace once more. The vampires will have left the city by dawn. I shall leave as well. Go far away, far from men. You can try to stand in my way. Then I shall kill you both. Though that is not at all my will. The decision is
Eh ben, moi je vous propose qu'on le tue. On va tenter, hein, écoutez.
Prepare to defend yourself.
Ça va être showtime.
no chance. I prefer to attack.
Ok, allez, à bientôt. Bon, alors de ce que j'ai lu, je vous le dis, de ce que j'ai lu, c'est le boss le plus puissant du jeu. Voilà. Voilà. Donc j'ai pas trop le choix de le battre en fait. Enfin, là je pouvais esquiver, mais dans la vraie version j'aurais pas le choix. Donc écoutez, on va tenter, on verra ce que ça donne. Contre les vampires, et puis bah, j'ai utilisé mes potions, hein. J'ai pas trop le. Pas trop chaud d'utiliser mes potions. Hein. Là c'est quand tu es un ennemi, j'ai pas la peine. Par contre j'ai un truc contre les vampires je crois, non? On des dégâts infligés, réduit les dégâts subis face. Ah non, c'est au spectre. Oh. Bon, eh ben. Moi j'ai bien bonne chance. Hein. Alors si j'arrive pas à le battre, je vous avoue que je mettrai non. Écoutez, bonne chance.
You should not have meddled.
Par contre, je ne connais rien sur le déroulé du combat. Hein. Je n'ai pas été spoilé. Apparemment, c'est le boss le plus puissant du jeu. En comptant les DLC, forcément. Ah ouais, ça pue la merde là. Ah ouais. Ouh là là. Ah oui. Ah ouais. Oh putain, c'est quoi ce boss? Bah, je savais pas qu'il se transformait moi. Parce que j'ai rien lu sur le boss, alors je connais rien du tout au boss. Hein. Ah ouais. Ok. Alors moi je dirais bien une chose, ça c'est fait. On n'en parle plus, au moins c'est bon quoi. Alors je vous avouerai que je baisserai la difficulté si vraiment je pète un boulon. Hein. Je vous le dis tout de suite. Hein. Je vous préviens tout de suite.
You bastard. You should not have meddled.
Ouais, je peux plus là, je suis sûr. Ah, je suis à 80%, je pourrais pas. Ouais, écoutez, on va reprendre. Hein. Ah ouais. Oh là 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 là. Si, le bouclier, comme je fais d'habitude. Mais bon, le bouclier, j'ai peur que les attaques aussi rapides, ça va pas le stunt, quoi. C'est ça le problème. Allez, on va essayer là. Pourtant j'ai battu l'autre, pourtant du premier DLC. Là on va tenter, on verra bien ce que ça donne. Ça va être chaud. Hein. Je vous dis, hein, c'est le boss le plus puissant du jeu. Machiavel qui me plaisait lorsque vous effectuez une action consommant de la vigueur, votre vitalité est restaurée. Ça m'intéresse. Ah ouais. On va essayer ça pour voir.
You bastard! You should not have met her!
Pas passer la cinématique là. Bonne chance à moi-même. Hein. Comment je fais là pour le déglinguer du coup? Faire comme ça sinon, hein. Écoutez, je vais patienter, mais c'est ça qui me fait mal en fait. Ah ouais, voilà. C'est ça, je sais pas comment l'esquiver son attaque celle-là. Ah, je sais pas comment l'esquiver. C'est dommage, j'avais à peu près compris finalement, mais son attaque là, avec les chauves-souris, je sais pas. Ça va être tendu du slip. Hein. Moi je vous le dis. Hein. Alors, on a dit, du coup, le truc de vampire, bon, ça va l'aider un petit peu. Voilà. Et ben, bonne chance à tous. Enfin, à moi-même, du coup.
You bastard! You should not have met her!
Bon, la première phase ça va. La deuxième par contre c'est pas la même.
Start playing now!
Ouais, c'est les chauves-souris que j'ai un problème, je vais mourir. Ah ouais. Ouais, mais j'ai un problème avec les chauves-souris, je sais pas comment faire. Je sais pas comment faire avec ces putains de chauves-souris à la con. Et à chaque fois, il faut que je remette mon stuff, mon bœuf, quoi. Ça, c'est chiant par contre. Ces putains de chauves-souris à la con, là, comment je peux faire? Je peux pas m'énerver, ça sert à rien. J'ai vu comment était fait le combat.
You bastard! You shall not have metal! Come on!
Vas-y, mais putain, recule quand je te demande de reculer avec le rond. Allez, putain, passe-moi ce cinématique là. Elle est longue celle-là, cinématique, je m'en fous. Je l'ai vu 15 fois.
Start praying!
Ah ouais, mais je sais pas, ça me gonfle. Je sais pas comment l'esquiver. C'est bizarre aussi, t'as un bouclier. Putain, chien. Sinon, je fais la fausse fin maintenant et je fais la vraie fin après. Hein. C'est sûr que si je mets en mode facile, je vais le dézinguer la gueule, mais c'est pas marrant. Putain, chien. Oh. Ah, je vais essayer ça. Merde, je vais te mettre le bouclier.
You bastard! You shall not have metal!
Oh, allez, laisse tomber, c'est quoi ces dégâts que tu prends pas là? Sérieux? Putain. Ce qui me fait chier, ça fait chier de passer en mode facile juste pour le combat, quoi. Ça me fait chier. Cela, ça sert à rien finalement. Écoutez, on va essayer.
You bastard!
Ça dégage. Merde. Ah. Et voilà. Et ça me gonfle ce ciblage de merde aussi. Ah, si j'ai pas toute ma vie, de toute façon, je suis mort sur un truc comme ça. Ah, ça me gonfle ce ciblage à la con là. Oh, chien. Est-ce qu'avec Asgard, je peux le faire tomber quand il me fonce dessus aussi? Je suis en train de me poser cette question. Là. Comme la sorcière, là. Putain.
Should not have meddled.
Pas si vite. Ouais, je vois. Je sais pas si je peux le faire tomber avec ça, moi. Je suis en train de me poser la question. Je vais tenter, on verra bien de toute façon. Hein, au point où, de toute façon, je vais dire au point où on en est. Ah ouais. Ouais, il tombe.
Start playing now.
Hein? Il y a une phase de combat? Non, déconne pas. Putain. Oh mon dieu, putain, déconne pas. Il y a une autre phase de combat. Oh non, putain, mon dieu, pardon, merde. Ouais, j'ai vraiment rien vu sur ce boss en plus, je sais même pas ce qu'il vaut, putain, bâtard. Passe là. Oui, oui, oui. Putain.
Leave him to me. Be gone.
I can't let...
I insist. Hey there, Geralt of Rivia.
What do you want?
Me? Not a thing. Name's Handsome Jacques, and I've already got it all. What I wonder is if there's anything you'd need.
What can you get me exactly?
Exactly. Anything a patron of this little auberge might desire. From decent victuals that won't stew your innards to a dab of fisty to make you fly. Even brought in a slinky piece of arse once. A boarder claimed to suffer from glandular overactivity or some such. You see, out there beyond the walls, I'm a lowly dog's body. But here, in the kingdom of the clink, I'm the king.
Can't readily think of anything.
Come now, maid. We all need something. You've just not been in here long enough to know.
You know me? How?
No. That's a stretch. No, I wouldn't say that, no. But I do know they've assigned you to the laundry, same as me. And I know what you're in for, your dastardly deed. Then again, I know that about every jester who winds up here.
Kinda curious to know what you know, or think you know.
The Duchessa hired you to find the butcher of Beauclair. And you did, but then you let him butcher dear Anarietta's sis. Lucky, then, you managed to cut the murderer down. The court could very well cast a kinder eye on your case.
Seem pretty well informed.
Best informed mutt in this kennel paws down. Duchessa's cross, no doubt, while you await your trial, though she never seemed concerned for her sister before.
Since you seem to know so much, tell me one last thing. My sentence. What'll it be?
None can tell you that. Anarietta's a fickle cocotte. There's just no knowing which teat she's like to flesh. But I'd advise against escape. You're a prisoner among many now. Take flight, though. Make it out. Public enemy number one.
Why'd they lock you up?
Hodgepodge. I had no domicile but had to winter somewhere, so I robbed a shopkeeper. Couldn't have made a worse mistake. The penalty was a fine, an amount I couldn't pay, so they switched it to lashes, meted out on my bum. After that, I shifted course, started pinching bigwigs' noses. Cut the tail of Count Beauvieux's steed. Got a year and a half for that. My next exploits had to be grander, even greater wrongs. So I carefully chose my victim, Marshal de la Stake. Filled his cask with dung from between my very own cheeks. That got me 3 years of free room and board. I'll pull another prank as soon as they let me out. Made it a career. It's become my way of life.
We gonna report for this laundry duty? Rather get it over with.
Away we go. Personally, I'm pleased we're assigned to it. Those rags stink like sick in the sun, but you get used to it. And when you're working, you get more bread.
Don't get my dand.
C'est parti pour la suite.
Better off chomping grass.
I'll get off your dand.
They locked me up. Stop your ogling. This is no cabaret. Will you play or not?
What's the stake?
Look at this. Not 2 fleece to his name, and he asks about stakes. You can bet those rags you're wearing.
What'll I get if I win?
Bread. I put some aside for Stefan, but it won't kill him to go hungry.
Who's Stefan?
None of your rotten business. A rat. So, playing?
Another time.
So. the dirty rags in the tub. I'll see to the suds and water. Laundry's the most important corner of this coop. Take it away, remove it, we'd be no different from the rats.
Il est où le linge sale? Super.
Take the stick and stir the rags. Water's almost boiled.
Who have we here?
The Guardian of Gutter Snipes locked in the clink. How did that happen?
My. What could the Duchess's favorite have done to deserve this?
Back off. I'm busy.
Hear that? The laundry wench is busy. Yet I fear we have a matter to resolve. Remember our meeting, bootblack bodyguard?
You go ahead and chit. I'll be back once you're done.
Thanks for sticking around to help, Jacques.
You're in the coop, mate. Only one thing counts here, survival. Folk don't stick their necks out for anyone besides themselves.
Boo-hoo. He left you all alone.
Come on. Be constructive. Make yourselves useful.
Yes, we should see to the wash, or they'll put us in confinement.
Hey, the mutant's trying charms on us. Can't you see? Your tricks won't work here, lad. You cannot mesmerize all three of us at once. Grab yourselves washboards, boys.
Oh putain.
I'll take him from the left.
Oh, de rien, sans pouce, de rien. Et comme tu vois, je suis en train de faire le linge, donc j'ai pas pu parler. Allez, dégage-toi. De rien, mon gros.
What is going on here?
Nothing.
I'm not asking you, but the one on the floor. Have you anything to say?
I slipped on some soap.
You slipped on soap.
Lots of soap here. It is a laundry.
Harlots brutes. Solitary for the lot of you. You'll have ample time to consider. Think about the choices you've made in life. I'll make certain of it.
Didn't do anything to deserve solitary.
Shut it. Milton was my cousin. You let him die. Was the Duchess's coin not enough? Did you expect more to save a good man's life?
Arrived too late. Nothing I could do.
And when the beast tore apart the Duchess's sister, too late then too? Were it up to me, you'd have hanged already. And don't you try any witcher tricks on me. You will end oh so badly if you do.
Here of your own free will, Stefan? Or did they lock you up too? Bet you're thinking about food. What you'll eat once you're free. Mutton leg. That's what I'm dreaming of. Well roasted on the outside, nice and juicy in the middle.
Are you the lout from Rivia?
Yep, I'm that lout.
Come with me. You're to be sentenced.
To what?
To shut
Bon, je vais être condamné à
What
quoi
am I,
du
the
coup?
town crier? Hands behind your back. Now let's go, and no funny business.
Est-ce que je vais mourir ou pas d'ailleurs? Ce serait bien de voir.
Get ready. Soon all your problems will be solved.
Non, si je vais mourir. Oh mais non, non mais tant que t'aimes bien le jeu ma grosse, tant mieux.
No. Hope it's the exit though.
You guessed it. The thing is, there are different kinds of exits. Some walk this path to freedom. Others walk it straight into eternity.
Which am I headed for?
I don't know. Yet one thing is certain. You will never walk this path again.
Je vais peut-être mourir en fait.
You are hereby judged guilty of trampling Alice Valref, the cupbearer's wife, while on horseback. The woman's condition is critical.
It was an accident. I was riding fast through, but she jumped out in front of me.
In light of the above, there can be but one sentence. Death by decapitation.
No, I didn't do anything! Help! There must be witnesses!
Off with his head.
Je sais pas si Geralt il peut mourir.
Paul, the Witcher, take him to the tower. That's an order.
An order's an order. Guess you're not next after all. Follow me. You're supposed to follow me.
Why do you make me watch that execution?
So you'd know this is no almshouse for lost orphan boys.
Wanted me to think I was next. Enjoy that? Getting a rise out of folk?
C'est sûr que les grosses difficultés, il faut jouer en équipe, hein, sinon c'est mort.
Hounds that land here, I detest them. So I do everything in my power so they'll know they're in the clink, not on holiday.
J'ai vu que t'avais joué avec l'abruti. Putain, où est-ce qu'il m'emmène encore lui?
I've brought the prisoner, sir.
Unbind him and leave us. Greetings, Witcher.
Your face doesn't look good. Though, looked even worse last time I saw you.
I apply an arnica extract. I can hardly feel it anymore. But my scars pale in comparison to the fate Siana met with. The fate that was your doing.
Oh, je me doute s'il a joué qu'il a le jeu, ma grosse.
And how did you repay me? Consider it, Witcher. Why do you think the Duchessa had Siana hidden away to start with? Can you guess?
I'm sorry. Might not believe me, but couldn't have predicted that turn of events. Certainly never wanted that.
Enough. We shall speak of it no more.
Guess there's been a decision in my case.
Truly, is that all you care about? Your own hide?
Not only. Also care how the Duchess feels, for example. And I hope that, unlike you, she doesn't blame this all on me.
A court heard your case, not Anna Henrietta. It was a difficult case to decide. True, you killed the beast of Beauclair, but you failed to prevent the death of Sylvia Anna, our Duchessa's sister. At any rate, I am not the best person to tell you what was decided in your matter. I'd say the man who worked hardest to tip the scales in your favor should.
What are you talking about? What man? Dandelion?
Sheesh, Geralt. You look like you've seen a ghost.
A ghost wouldn't have surprised me half this much, I promise you. What are you doing in Beauclair?
Officially, visiting Henrietta. That is to say, the Duchess. We're old friends, but you know that. Unofficially, I'm saving your hiney.
You?
Ouais, j'ai vu que t'avais...
Undesirable.
Didn't stop me from risking my skin for you. In my book, friendship is all that matters. Well, friendship and love.
J'ai vu que t'avais tué pas mal de zombies. Zombies.
How'd you even know I was in prison?
Regis came to see me right after they locked you up. I mean, Regis, right? Can you believe that? To come back after... Amazing. He told me everything, and naturally, I couldn't possibly leave you to rot in there.
Take it I'm free thanks to you. How do you manage it?
Oh, I have my ways. Took a little persuasive logic, blended in some deft rhetoric, then added a generous pinch of charm, and voila, you're free.
Mind being just a little more specific?
Geralt, you were summoned here to hunt down and destroy the Beast of Beauclair. You undeniably did just that. Facts spoke for themselves, by and large.
Then why the hell did they throw me in prison?
Specifically, due to the Duchess's sister's untimely demise. But I convinced Henrietta to treat that as a separate matter. After all, your contract said nothing about protecting Sienna. Thus, you will not only keep your vineyard, but you'll also receive a portion of the remuneration you're owed for killing the Beast of Beauclair.
Dandelion, you're one clever little rascal.
I'd do anything for a friend.
Thanks.
Listen, you do whatever needs doing, but I've got to get to the cemetery. Henrietta's in bad shape with Sienna dead. Some folk forget that under the ducal regalia, she's just an ordinary woman who's lost a loved one.
Been meaning to ask you, how's Priscilla?
All right, recovering steadily from the horror she's been through.
So, you two, you're still...
Of course we are. How could you even think it was otherwise?
No idea. Just within the realm of possibilities. But please...
Ah, si tu finis avec 0 tué, bon, c'est qu'il y a un problème dans le jeu, quoi. C'est que t'as pas... Alors, remarque, il y a des mecs qui doivent arriver à faire ça.
The bond between the Duchess and myself is one of pure friendship, nothing more. Now, off to console a friend in need.
All right. See you later.
See you, Geralt.
Off we go. You'll collect your things at the door. Follow me to the exit.
Une petite pièce pour Jeanne. Oh non, non, ça va, je dois avoir du coup avec la prime ouais, 21 000, ça va. Alors là, j'ai fait la mauvaise fin en fait. Pour ce DLC, il y a 2 fins, j'ai fait la mauvaise fin. Et je vais voir l'heure si je vais faire la bonne fin parce qu'il faut que je rebatte le boss le plus dur du jeu. Et avant de comprendre la technique, j'en ai. Enfin, soi-disant, c'est le boss le plus dur du jeu, mais je l'ai pas trouvé si dur que ça. Je suis toujours en marge de la mort, moi d'ailleurs, non? Non? Ouais, marge de la mort. Hein. Soi-disant, c'était le boss le plus dur du jeu, mais une fois que tu as compris la technique, il est simple le boss, je trouve. Enfin, je trouve. J'ai bien failli pleurer quand même, mais... Quitter la prison. Oui, bah, et laisse le temps d'ouvrir la porte. Voilà.
Don't smile so wide. Someone's liable to see. Could mean trouble.
I can't help myself. Just so glad to see you.
Glad to see you too, my vampire friend. Thanks for getting Dandelion to come out.
It was nothing. True, he was not at first terribly eager to face the Duchess, but I managed to persuade him his person was indispensable.
Well played. Dandelion loves being indispensable.
Yet he so rarely is, poor man.
What did you do while
While you vegetated in that correctional facility, I used the time to think. Wished to know what I thought about.
Of course.
the relationship between two numbers. Dettlaff's 4 victims and the 5 chivalric virtues. As you've no doubt noted, there's a difference of 1.
Mean to tell me, after all we've figured out, that you now believe in the whole 5 virtues punished theory?
Belief's got nothing to do with it. It's cold logic, deduction. Syanna went to great lengths to make folk believe the beast was punishing those who betrayed the virtues. Were I in her shoes, I'd make sure the number of victims matched. Are you not at all curious who was meant to be the 5th?
If I say yes, what then?
Then you'll come with me for another chat with the bootblack. You see, I've learned he delivered the notes to Dettlaff. Our search starts with him.
Guess it wouldn't hurt to talk to him. But let's meet there. Wanna look around town first. Work out some kinks.
Acceptable, I suppose. I shall await by the bootblack stand.
On verra si je la fais maintenant ou si je la fais demain. Non, bah, l'après-midi, je suis pas là. Je passe un permis l'après-midi. Et puis voilà. Ouf. Non, permis patin roulette, je l'ai pas celui-là et puis je le veux pas. Pourquoi j'ai quelque chose de nouveau ici là ? Elle est où la prison d'ailleurs ? Ah oui, d'accord, elle est là. Je vois plus souvent. Ouais, mais elle vient plus pour le moment, je crois. Elle vient plus pour le moment sur mes lives. Ah, j'ai plus personne, moi, enfin. Bon, c'est pas grave, hein, c'est pas... Il y a un marqueur là. Je vais même pas sauvegarder, en fait. Parce que si je voulais, j'avais fini le jeu, là, si je voulais vraiment. Alors.
I agree completely.
Oh, it's the chap with the swords. Sir, you look like some beast ate you up then spat you out. Are you here for a spiffing?
Non, mais bon, quand tu vois que moi j'ai quand même 227 followers et t'en as aucun, à part toi qui passe de temps en temps, ça fait chier quoi, c'est tout.
But why not get your boots shanked while we jabber?
Guess they could use a spit and polish.
Then I shall take advantage as well. A friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Clean boots, clean.
Oh, t'inquiète, hein, T'inquiète, hein, j'ai commencé par ça aussi, sans pouce, je te rassure. Hein.
How's business?
Well enough, I can't complain.
Though it'd be even better were certain folk to sit down for a shine as they stood and chatted.
Man in the frock coat. You passed him some letters, remember?
Why, of course. I'm young, got a mind like a steel trap, but...
If you're about to tell me this information will cost me, forget it. How'd you get those letters?
Beggars brought them.
Why didn't you tell us this before, when we first talked?
You didn't ask about beggars now, did you?
Beggars. Tell us more about them. How many were there?
Why, 4. 1 for each letter.
Just 4? Sure you didn't get a 5th?
I can't count, you know.
Remember anything else? These beggars have anything in common?
What? Come now. Each was different. Some had mismatched boots, others had no boots at all. Oh, I know! They all had no home!
Kid, my patience is starting to run a little thin. Now think hard. Where'd they get the letters? They pick them up? Get them from someone?
I don't know. They'd come, hand me a letter, and walk away. I asked no questions.
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. Listen, lad. I'll be glad to mix another batch of that bootshine for you. But you must focus now and tell us all you know. Where can we find the beggars?
Well, at the shelter, most like.
Where's that?
Everyone knows. It's just round the corner. Up those stairs, then right.
Thanks, kid. For your trouble. We must visit the shelter. Look around inside.
You've to move your little camp elsewhere, got it? You? What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've tried it, only to tire our lips. We'll use other means of persuasion now.
Gentlemen, calm, please.
Either get out along with these flea-ridden vagabonds, or we'll toss you all out. Our patience is gone. This place is no longer a rank refuse dump.
Scram! Decent folk live here.
The shelter, them living here, bothers you. Question is why?
Look, Ballard. Another defender of the poor. Fighter for justice.
Damn nuisance. We've our women and young folk living next door, when even grown men fear to walk past such rabble.
Decent folk you mention. Mean yourselves.
Why? Do you doubt it?
Hell yes.
Code 9 s'en fout sinon. Je te raconte.
On our own turf.
We should step aside, good fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate dispute on his own.
Come now, Twitcher. Try me.
Not good.
Witcher. Twit, not a witcher.
Grey hair, puppy number.
Come on, come closer.
All right. I can take a hint. Come, time to go.
I thank you so much for your aid.
I tried to reason with them, but they'd have beat me blue had you not come along. I'm grateful. Immensely.
What did they want from you?
They are neighbors. Wish me to take my folk, the shelter, elsewhere. They dislike that I help the beggars. I do not oppose going elsewhere were we to have somewhere to go. But you've come with a problem, have you? My turn to aid you.
What is this place? Poorhouse?
You could call it that. They come here.
Bon bah sans pou, j'aurais fait tout le jeu, même les DLC en marche de la mort. Je suis fier de moi. Même si ça représente pas grand chose, moi je suis fier de moi.
Need some information. Looking for a man who might have mentioned the boot black in Rue de Garl.
The boot black? A feisty lad. I know him.
Any of your, wards supposed to meet him recently or soon?
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not so close that I would know. But should you wait, they'll all soon come for their meal. You can question them yourselves.
Sure all your usual beggars will be here?
They're not obliged to come, of course. But they rarely find a decent meal elsewhere. So, almost all in the area eat here.
Bah en fait, je vais t'avouer la vérité que honnêtement, tout le jeu il est dur en marche de la mort quoi. Honnêtement, bah après quand t'arrives au milieu du jeu ça va, à la fin du jeu principal ça se corse, mais les DLC honnêtement, les DLC du début jusqu'à la fin, c'est dur. Honnêtement, du début jusqu'à la fin, le DLC, les deux DLC sont durs hein, quand même. Hein. Même contre des simples soldats, tu galères bien. Hein. Je t'avoue la vérité que. Merde, pardon, excuse-moi, j'ai déconnecté le son. Désolé, Sampou. Merci.
It's a matter of importance to the duchy. Hand it over, or I'll take it from you, plain and simple.
But I was to deliver it personally. Let no one else see it. That is what she said, and she was frightening.
You ought to heed folk who are kind and
Non, c'est moi, j'ai appuyé sur le bouton pour le son. Désolé, Sampou. C'est ma faute, c'est pas ta faute.
all of us. If this individual threatened you, you need not keep the promise you made.
All right, take it. I didn't want to see the boot black anyways. It's always muddy there.
Damn it.
What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
Well.
Oh, c'est qui alors le cinquième nom? C'est qui la cinquième victime? Allez.
It seems we underestimated Siana rather grossly.
Judging by this, Detloff was literally supposed to tear her heart out.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
Ah, mais c'est la duchesse, d'accord.
Puzzle complete now.
Alas, the matter's ceased to be a tantalizing brain tease and has turned incredibly grave. We've proof of a plot to assassinate Toussaint's ruler. We've proof of a coup d'etat.
Duchess was to be Detloff's last victim. Sienna planned it from the start.
Indeed. The logical conclusion, Geralt.
4 seemingly random victims to start. The virtue's their only link. Enough to get folk talking about a righteous, vengeful beast. Obscured the victims' links to Sienna, even as she had those she despised killed off one by one, leaving the Duchess for last.
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. Most would have thought Anna Henrietta had died for her sins. She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions. Ample proof of a lack of compassion.
Why would Sienna murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take power? From an inborn penchant for evil?
Yes, yes, and yes. All those make sense, and none are mutually exclusive.
Can only guess what drove Sienna. Luckily, Anna Henrietta's safe now.
I believe we may dare to assume so. Sienna's death was also the death of the Duchess's only natural rival. She is in no danger, for now.
Pretty rare thing for a ruler. What do we do now?
Now we drink. Unless, that is, you feel a witchly duty to see the Duchess and tell her what we just learned.
Let's go.
Allez, on boit un petit coup, hein, sans pou. Un petit coup, à la tienne. À la tienne, sans pou. À la tienne!
Why not admit you're simply afraid of her reaction?
She already locked me up once. Can you blame me?
I cannot. At times one must abandon grand politics for a bit of simple pleasure. I believe this is one of those times.
Met a whole rogues gallery. All interesting folk in prison. Can't say I'm eager to ever see any of my cellmates again, though.
Of all the places to wind up behind bars, Toussaint was a good choice. No other ruler I know would change their mind so quickly. Especially given it wasn't about just anyone, but the Duchess's very own sister. As you know, I had little sympathy for Sienna. Nonetheless, I very much regret I could not keep her safe. To you, her ultimate fate, does it still bring on the occasional pang of regret?
Yeah. Still.
Well then, drink up.
Always seemed a very complex creature to me, by your very nature. Not one to go in for
Ouais, la qualité du live est comment sans pou, c'était toujours là.
I fear there are worries for which, quite simply, there is no other medicine.
Sienna's dead. Detloff's gone too. Beauclair's free of the beast.
Whichever of them it was.
Whatever you say about Sienna.
Ouais, tant mieux, merci, parce que c'est en 720p, je crois.
That she was. I do admit it. Though, in her case, it would have been better if she had been a tad more philosophical, pausing from time to time to reflect on the propriety of her actions.
True. No, it's hard. A tender subject, but wanted to thank you for helping me with Detloff.
You need not.
Hate to pry, but why?
Did I decide to stand against him? I felt
Ouais, parce qu'il faut que je change de carte graphique. J'ai pas le choix. Sinon, quand je stream un jeu, ça prend trop.
He'd have remained the beast, irrational, unfit to reason with, incapable of experiencing any of the emotions which, for simplicity's sake, we shall call human. I do not wish such a life upon anyone, and especially not on a friend.
I understand.
Forgive me, but I doubt you truly do. And it's very difficult to explain. Let's say I felt the solution I chose to be better for all involved. And for Detlef himself.
Ouais, mais je suis d'accord avec toi, 100 pouces, c'est pas le problème, mais le problème qu'il y a, c'est le compte en banque. Hein. Hein, par rapport à ma formation, Corinne, elle est très très en négatif, et moi, c'est exactement pareil. Donc,
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diabolus variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavor profile and display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
Fascinating. All I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
You decide to go root picking now? It's dark out.
Geralt.
ouais, mais malheureusement, moi, c'est le compte en banque qui suit pas. Je suis désolé, je peux pas, le compte en banque qui suit pas. C'est ça mon problème.
I'd never believe you had also forgotten that you likewise have absolutely no trouble seeing in the dark. So, shall we?
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves and a mask. Don them, and you shall be in no danger.
Thanks. Right then, let's go.
This moonlight makes me...
Par contre, c'est lequel le masque? Hein?
Oh, so dreamy.
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about... Oh, how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage corpse? That bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire after all. Regis! Damn it, where'd you go?
I did what I had to do!
Eh ben.
Those Bruxay, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or...
Won't let it go, will they?
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink. Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning, then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home, on the nightstand.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
Oh, je lui réponds quoi, Sampou, alors? Dis-moi ce que je lui réponds. Je te laisse le choix si t'es encore là. Je te laisse le choix. Non, tuer des monstres? Ok, ça marche.
No,
Ça marche.
that's not the life for me. Sure, might stop by there occasionally, stay the winter, fill up on wine. But I'd rather keep moving. It's not a choice being a witcher. And once you are one, you're one for life. You can't just step off the path. Besides, plenty of work left for me in the world. Ghouls aren't gonna kill themselves.
Rather droll, isn't it, that each time we meet, something harrowing must happen? I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though. What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Interesting point of view. I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.
Bon, ben voilà la preuve que j'ai fini les 2 DLC. Voilà, mais bon, il me reste une fin, j'avoue la vérité, il me reste encore une fin. J'avoue, il me reste une fin encore. J'avoue qu'il je vais passer par contre les cinématiques.
Actually,
Yeah.
I'd love to go home.
T'as le temps? J'ai le temps de quoi? J'ai le temps de quoi, sans pou? C'est parce que j'ai pas fini le platine encore. Hein. Attention, hein. J'ai pas fini le platine encore. Hein. Par contre... Bah, la dernière fin, je vais pas la faire maintenant. La dernière fin, je vais la faire... La dernière fin, je vais la faire samedi. Ah, la dernière fin, je vais la faire samedi. Ouais, samedi, la dernière fin, ouais. Allez. Pour je regardais les fins, il y a un truc que j'ai pas eu pendant les fins, c'est bizarre ça. C'est bizarre. Parce qu'après, il faut que je recommence le jeu, mais par contre, je recommence en mode facile. Parce que c'est surtout pour jouer aux cartes et faire les différents succès qui me restent. Il faut que je joue en mode facile. Alors, on va faire la dernière mission du DLC. Allez, c'est parti.
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
Y'a qui chez moi? Qui c'est chez moi?
Triss?
In the
Oh, mais elle est là, elle. Oh putain, je savais pas qu'elle était là, elle.
I thought you were in Kavir.
I got tired of waiting for you, so I decided to head to Toussaint, catch some sun, see how things are going. You said it would only take a moment.
Things are pretty much wrapped up, luckily. We'll be able to head north soon.
I hope you're not upset I came like this, without warning.
True, I haven't always been fond of surprises. They remind me of work, the law of surprise, surprise child. But I think I've changed my mind. Seems surprises can actually be pleasant. Very pleasant. Let's go outside. There's this one cozy spot you're gonna love. How are things in Kavir?
Amazingly boring and predictable. Council meetings mainly concern trade matters, tariffs, storage regulations, that sort of thing.
Missing the excitement?
You know the Atheri saying, may you live in interesting times? Well, I've already done that, and now I'm looking for a bit of quiet. The other mages I brought with me from Novigrad or who made it north on their own feel the same. You wouldn't recognize them. No conspiracies, cabals, plotting. They just sit there and work for the good of the kingdom. Sometimes I think it's all too lovely to be true. That something's bound to happen. Another war.
C'est dommage, le 4 c'est plus avec Geralt. C'est dommage ça. Putain, fait chier.
It's nice. And once you finish your business here and come join me, it'll be even better.
So, How do you like my vineyard?
I think you know the answer to that. I like it a lot. House is big, but not showy. Lovely location. Perfect for romantic
Non, pas forcément notre sorceleur, hein. Ils veulent faire sinon l'histoire de Ciri, sinon je sais plus ce qu'ils voulaient faire, histoire de Ciri ou d'une autre personne. Yennefer ou je sais plus quoi, je sais plus ce que j'avais écouté.
I think it's still missing something. Maybe a hedge maze with a statue in the center, one that's stately and nude.
Oh, Geralt, don't bring up that ball. The wine got to my head and I...
Not bringing it up to tease, but to reminisce. That evening, it was magic. And your dress. You looked lovely in it.
I've got it with me.
Oh, merci pour le follow. Ah, j'ai pas vu ton nom, putain, j'ai loupé. Merci pour le follow. Fait super plaisir. Merci.
Can't wait. How'd you find me? Kavír's a long way off.
I have my ways, Geralt. A hydromancy, for example.
Oh yeah, that's right. So, what becomes of us? See anything else in the reflection?
Salut Gaming, merci pour le follow.
Zoltan moves in.
Please tell me you're joking.
You can breathe easy. As far as I know, he settled down in Novigrad and has no intention of budging. In all seriousness, though.
Bon, on fera la dernière fin samedi du coup, la dernière fin et puis on commencera le NG+ peut-être, on verra bien.
Because you said you've grown to like pleasant surprises.
Mais bon, tout le jeu en marge de la mort, c'est pas une sinécure. Hein.
This is your first time in Tucson, right? Want me to show you around a bit?
Sorry, but I've already made plans.
Oh? What are you going to do?
Lie down in the sun and not move an inch.
Ah, right. A packed schedule. Not overdoing it a tad.
Oh, gotta get the most of this weather before I return north. Know that joke about how to tell when sun...
Le 2, il est faisable ou il a mal vieilli?
The rain isn't quite
Je
so
me pose la question, moi.
And sadly, that's not far from the truth.
Si le 2 il est faisable ou s'il a mal vieilli, comme je l'ai pas fait.
Now you'll change your mind and not come join me.
I wouldn't worry about that. Mind if I leave you here alone for a moment?
Just a moment.
Ouais, faut que je regarde, je le ferai sur PC par contre. C'est tout? Je la laisse et puis voilà? Lol.
Yes, Geralt?
Ok.
Just a...
Bon, bah voilà. Ah si, il y a lui, niveau 48 à faire, faut que je fasse. Les chasses au trésor aussi, il faut que je les fasse. Enfin, faut que je les finisse. De toute façon, je vais les faire quand même bien. Encore merci pour le follow, gaming. Hein. N'hésite pas si tu as besoin de... Si tu veux parler, n'hésitez pas à parler hein, dans le chat. Non, mais je regardais sur PC du coup, parce que... Parce qu'il est sorti sur quelle plateforme, lui? Il est sorti sur console, le 2? Pas sûr, hein. Ah, j'en sais rien d'ailleurs, tu aimes bien. Ouais. Bon, bah, tout en marche de la mort. Qu'est-ce que les joues disent de mieux? Je peux rien dire de mieux.
Geralt, come here. Let me...
Sur PS3 et 360. Hein, c'est quoi ça? Ils essaient des éviques depuis longtemps, frontières, évidemment, il y a essentiellement les langues européennes. Ouais, et c'est quoi? C'est où le mutagéneur? Je sais pas quoi là. Ah mais il n'y aura pas sur le PS Plus là, The Witcher 2 sur PS3. Je crois pas. Enfin merci de vos infos. Bon bah écoutez, on finira l'histoire samedi parce que demain je suis pas là. Demain soir c'est pétanque. Cela on a fait la mauvaise fin là, je vous le dis, pour si vous êtes arrivé en retard. Il absorbe l'énergie électromagnétique des corps, celui des monstres et des malfaiteurs que vous tuez dans le cas présent, qu'il stocke pour atteindre un niveau de charge critique, puis convertit l'énergie stockée en mutagène supérieur, dont vous saurez certainement... Ah mais d'accord, c'est automatique. Ok. Ah, je suis un grand fan de pétanque, moi. Ouh là là. Ah, je suis un grand fan de pétanque, moi. Je suis pas très bon, mais je suis un grand fan de pétanque. Moi. Ah, je suis pas très bon. Ça dépend des jours, en fait. C'est toujours le même problème, quoi. Il est quelle heure, là? 1h14, j'ai le temps de faire une mission. Qu'est-ce que j'ai comme quête à faire? 48? Ouais, on va se la tenter, celle-là, allez. Alors je suis pas dans un club parce que pour l'instant je peux pas, mais avec mon collègue on a prévu de s'inscrire. On a prévu de s'inscrire. Après je suis pas, on n'est pas des grands, on essaye de s'améliorer quoi. On n'est pas si mauvais que ça, mais bon, on n'a pas le, comment dire, on n'a pas le, merde. On n'a pas le... comment dire, on n'est pas... Oh putain, t'aurais pu le dire, putain, c'est nocturne, crépuscule. Dégage-toi. On va dire que on n'est pas, oui, c'est ça que je veux dire. On n'est pas régulier en fait. Niveau pointage, ça va, mais c'est niveau les tirs, on n'est pas régulier quoi. J'aimerais bien être régulier parce que des fois je fais de jolis tirs, je sais pas comment je fais, il y a des moments je fais de ces bouses. Putain, t'aurais pu le dire, hein, t'aurais pu dire crépuscule à tomber de la nuit. Putain, espèce d'enfoiré. Oh, level 73. GG sans pou. On n'est pas régulier, mais bon, c'est toujours pareil, quoi. Nous, malheureusement, déjà l'hiver, on peut pas jouer avec la neige, déjà. L'hiver, on peut pas jouer avec la neige, déjà. Ah, 21h, ça va bien suffire, quand même, crépuscule, t'as pas me casser les couilles, 21h, ça te va? Ça te va ou ça te va pas? Si ça te va pas, tu vas te faire foutre, tiens. Remarque en attendant dans la cave. Voilà. Moi j'adore la pétanque quoi, c'est. Je regarde en replay là. Dylan Rocher et tout, mais c'est vrai qu'il est bon. Putain, Dylan Rocher, pas. En même temps de Marseille, ils font que ça là-bas. Bon, malheureusement, je suis pas de Marseille.
All right, let's look around.
Plan de travail, mais écoute. Si tu l'as perdu, demande-moi. Un résumé de l'inventaire, enfin, avec ce que je pique, il va falloir refaire l'inventaire. Pareil, pour moi, il y a des jours, je vais tout tirer, des jours. Mais c'est pareil, c'est chiant. C'est chiant de pas être régulier, vraiment dommage. Hein.
Stock center people await those running riot. Don't you values peace and quiet?
Ah non, faut rester dessous. Ah, c'est pareil pour moi la pétanque avec mon collègue, c'est dommage. Mais là, on a une triplette lundi après-midi, là. Qu'est-ce qui m'attend comme monstre? Des kiki machin. Ah oui, 100 pouces, c'est dommage, t'es pas là. T'as manqué les... Il y a quelque chose que t'as manqué là. C'est dommage. Les kiki machin, c'est quoi? Nécrophage? Non. Insectoïde? Kiki machin? Kiki mort. Ok, insectoïde, ok, ça marche. Insectonide. Ouais, faut remettre mon équipement quand même, c'est marrant aussi. Au mois de décembre, ah, bien ça. Bah moi j'attends pour avec mon collègue ce qu'on fait. Insectoïdes. Les vampires, nécrophages, spectres, vestiges, insectoïdes. Non, c'est que en fait dans ce DLC t'as les fables de la fontaine et du coup malheureusement j'ai tué le grand méchant loup, j'ai tué les 3 petits cochons. Et oh! Casser les couilles aussi. Ouais, mais en fait, faut tout ce que je les fasse, les armures. En fait, gaming, je vais toutes les faire, les armures. Les armures, je vais toutes les créer, en fait. Les armures, je vais toutes les créer, les armures de grand maître. Je peux sauter, là.
What now, you piece of filth?
Protection n'est pas autorisée pendant un combat. Ou 4000 de dégâts. Qu'est-ce que j'aime cette arme là? C'est la dame du lac qui me l'a donné en plus. C'est la dame du lac qui me l'a donné. Merci la dame du lac. C'est gentil à vous.
Should be able to break through. Damn it, it's getting away.
Oh. Oh. Bonjour. Aïe, elle nique vorace, là. Oh. Oh, je l'ai tué en un coup. Oh là 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 là. Excellent ça. Et allez hop, d'autres en un coup aussi. Putain, c'est bon. C'est l'épée la plus puissante du jeu. Honnêtement, je sais pas, mais depuis que je l'ai. Oh. Ouch. Depuis que je l'ai, je m'éclate. Après, il faut faire de bonnes actions par contre durant le jeu pour l'avoir. Par contre, des mutagènes c'est bien, mais il me faudra un peu du rouge en fait. Parce que si je me mets du rouge, je peux plus mourir. C'est ça qui est bon. Non, j'ai détruit. Où est-ce qu'il y a des nœuds?
Cracked kicking more eggs. Something's been feeding on them. Last one.
Ça c'est fait. Ok. Par contre, je dis, hein, le NG+, je vais le faire en mode facile. Hein. Je vais pas me casser les burnes. Ah, mais il faut fouiller les tunnels, pardon.
No kicking or dug this. Tunnels are the work of something much bigger. Something with heavy.
Et moi je voulais, je vais dodo, je suis naze. Oui, c'est l'armure du griffon moi, que je porte. Ouais, c'est ça. C'est l'armure du griffon, tout à fait. Ah, j'avoue, c'est pas la meilleure non plus, mais bon.
Water coursing. Underground stream. Monster I'm looking for lives underground, digs tunnels, feeds on Kikimores. It is big. Very big. Won't learn anything else here. Time to go back to the surface.
Ouais, l'armure du griffon, mais de toute façon je compte toutes les faire parce que le problème qu'il y a quand je vais lancer le NG+, malheureusement tu perds tous tes schémas d'armure, donc il n'y a pas trop le choix en fait. Ce qui fait surtout chier, c'est au niveau du pognon. Ouais, je peux attaquer, non? C'est possible, non? Ah, les gars. Oh, mais moi je vais le faire 2 fois histoire de faire le platine sur PlayStation et puis basta. Le problème que je dois jouer aux cartes, donc ça me fait un petit peu chier en fait. Moi le succès qui me manque, c'est les jeux de cartes. Moi les jeux de cartes.
Sacre bleu!
Et encore bonne nuit mon petit Sampou. Hein. À la prochaine, n'hésite pas à passer. Hein. Et on se fera une partie.
Falling apart on its own, what with all the tunnels under it. I'd fill those in soon if you don't want your building to collapse.
Tunnels? Fiddle my thumb, how did tunnels appear down there?
Something dug 'em. A large creature. Also killed a few kikimores down there and destroyed their eggs. Consider it a half favor. Won't cost you much.
Kikimore eggs. Yes, of course, good work. Indeed, a reward is due.
Madame de Bourbeau, I presume? Here you know something about the missing farmhand.
Jean-Luc? Yes. We went to examine this year's seedlings. Something had been nibbling at them. Then we heard these odd noises. Jean-Luc went to reconnoiter and never returned.
Et t'as fini en marche de la mort le jeu T'as fini en marche de la mort, non?
Exactly.
In the fields, north of here, by the wood.
Ah, bonne nuit à toi Gaming, merci pour le follow et merci d'être passé. Bon, je joue pas qu'à The Witcher, hein, mais n'hésite pas à repasser quand tu veux, tu seras le bienvenu.
I requested that some be planted to the north, by the grove. Just the remainders.
Madame, could you describe Jean-Luc?
Tall, exceedingly well built, hair black as pitch.
Dear, concentrate. There is not a peasant that is not well built.
De toute façon, je finis ça et après j'y vais aussi. Hein, de toute façon, je vais y aller aussi.
Then none, I suppose. But he did wear a pendant around his neck. A silver one.
Silver jewelry on a farmhand?
It was a gift, I believe. Or that is what he claimed.
Should be enough to go on.
Then what are you fritting round here for? Get to work.
Ah, je t'avouerai que je suis comme toi niveau difficulté. Je joue jamais en difficulté supérieure, mais en gros, je voulais le platine de The Witcher. je veux le platine. Allez, je vais aller voir ce qui... J'ai du mal aussi, je mets toujours en facile aussi, moi.
Blanket was laid out here. Footprints, 2 sets.
Ouais. Il y a là-bas, moi je suis quelle trace du coup?
Piece of carapace, horned gray shell.
Et bonne nuit à toi du coup. Bonne nuit à toi et Gaming et n'hésite pas à repasser. Tu es le bienvenu. Tout le monde est le bienvenu.
Claw marks. Straight, dull, perfect for digging. Large, deep tracks. Felled trees, as if something rolled over them. So is Shalmar. Only they dig tunnels and move like that.
Un Shelmar, c'est quoi? Vestige. Oh, comme par hasard, une grotte. Oh.
Trail leads to that cave.
Je sais pas pourquoi en fait j'ai fait la mission, sachant qu'il va falloir que je la refasse après. Ah, écoute, c'est pas très grave. Oh bah tiens,
Might want to look around some.
équipement du loup. Putain, qu'est-ce qui me bloque là? Putain, je me fais bloquer par un petit truc de merde comme ça. Ce jeu c'est dingue quand même. Ah mais j'y suis déjà allé là.
Shalmar's lair. Gotta be. Drags its victims here. Pretty fresh, some of them. Gonna have to brew some bait. Need the blood of a recent victim and some of the mushrooms that grow here. Fresh corpse. Must be Jean-Luc. Crushed ribs, cracked skull.
Sang humain frais.
No two ways about it. Highly decayed, partly eaten.
Préparer l'appât. Préparer l'appât, qu'est-ce que tu veux que je te dise? Et comment je prépare l'appât déjà? Ah oui, putain, le chimie, crétin.
Gotta spill it within the lair, somewhere near an air current, so the scent spreads throughout the cave.
Je le répande moi ou il se répand tout seul quand non? Ok. Bah, écoute.
Ugh, that stench.
Bon, au pire, la mission, je la refais quand j'aurai fait la bonne fin, c'est pas très très grave.
Shalmar will be here any minute.
Ok, let's go.
Come on, show me your claws.
Ouh, mais c'est que ça craint le feu, dis-moi ça. Ouh, ça me plaît bien ça. Aïe. T'es obligé de mettre un coup de boule comme ça? Aïe. Aïe. Oh.
Show me what you got.
Aïe. Ça. Voilà.
Now just gotta chop off its head and go get my reward.
Ah voilà, c'est tout bon ça. Ah, on va la regarder, on va aller récupérer la prime et puis après on déco. Voilà.
The book of lust is hard and good. No one can do it.
Geralt, I knew from the start you best the beast. Watch my love. Vampires. They war.
Monsieur de Bourbeau, can we talk?
You'd best be bearing good news. Get on with it.
Got rid of the beast that was giving you trouble. It was a Shelmar.
Shelma? Whatever could that be?
Kinda like a cross between a mole and a caterpillar. Just big as a barn.
Uh-huh. Well, Master Witcher, you make a poor first impression, but ultimately proved your worth. There. Your reward.
As for Jean-Luc, afraid he's dead. Sorry.
Who? Oh, him. Trivial as losses go. I shall soon find another to take his place.
Right. After all, he is just a peasant, not a monsieur de blah blue blah. So long.
Lui, il m'a énervé, tu sais, il parle des gens comme si c'était des... Putain, c'est bon ça. Je vais garder la sauvegarde des deux, celle-là sera la fin et je reprendrai la sauvegarde pour faire la bonne fin du coup samedi soir, je suis désolé, pas avant. On va aller squatter. Il y a une quête ici, quête là aussi. Il y a cette quête là aussi à faire. Et ça, on y fera quand j'aurai fait la bonne fin. Pour l'instant, on va aller à machin. Parce que je voulais voir si j'avais, s'il y a toujours Trish. Si elle y est toujours ou pas d'ailleurs. Je sais plus où elle était derrière. Non, derrière, je crois non. Je crois que c'était par là, je crois. Non, c'était pas par là. Si, c'est là.
Yes, Geralt?
This is your first time in Tucson, right? Want me to show you around a bit?
Sorry, but I've already made plans.
Oh? What are you going to do?
Lie down in the sun and not move.
Et par contre, le NG+, vu qu'on va refaire l'histoire quand même, le NG+, par contre, je vais ignorer les avances de Trish et je vais coucher avec Yennefer. Pour voir la différente fin. Voilà.
The rain isn't quite so...
Oh. Just...
Bon, on va s'en arrêter là. Voilà. Faut pas que je me gâche avec la mauvaise, avec la bonne fin. Celle-là, c'est la dernière fois que j'ai sauvegardé, donc faut que je garde celle-là. Je vais garder celle-là. Voilà. Voilà. Donc je vous dis bonne nuit, merci pour le follow gaming et merci à Sampou d'être passé. Voilà. Et puis n'hésitez pas à repasser et voilà. Voilà, donc on a fini le DLC, mais on va faire l'autre fin, la vraie fin. Voilà. Donc je vous fais de grosses bises et puis je vous dis à bientôt. Ciao babou, bisous bisous.